Hi Sag, taking a look at what's happening with your person. Very possibly you're dealing with a fire sign, perhaps a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Could be another sign, but that's what popped up for me in this reading. I'm taking a look at what it is that your person really wants. And what's evident in this reading is that where you are on your journey and where your person is in two vastly different places. And it looks to me like you guys have separated. You wanted to offer love, peace and harmony to someone that has been at war with themselves and their life experience for the longest time. They were just not conducive. Your person was just not in a place of receptivity of what you were offering. We take a look at, there's big revelations here from Spirit in this reading about what is going on with your person, what they're thinking and what has brought them to where they are right now. But what stands out for me is that this person self-sabotaged and did you so terribly wrong. The pain that you've experienced as a result of your person's actions or lack thereof, immense. And so we take a look at that and why that has happened. Stick around. Let's take a look at what it is your person really wants in relation to you. What it is that you want. Does it match? Does it correspond? Why is it that your person did what they did to you? What is it that they're hoping for with you moving forward? And is there an opportunity for you guys to reconcile? Enjoy the reading. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's nice to have you here once again. Always enjoy and appreciate sharing energy with you. I just want to take a moment to thank you for all your love and support on my channel. All of your energy exchange, it makes it possible for me to enjoy and do what it is I do. Likes, comments, it helps my channel to grow and it makes it possible for people who would benefit from receiving these messages to have access to them. So thank you so much for all of your support. Those of you who have contacted me for personal readings and have signed up for my coaching, Twin Flame coaching and other spiritual coaching, thank you so much. I just want to take this moment to appreciate you. I hope you enjoy the energy today. I'm doing a reading for my Sagittarius collective, and I'm taking a look and I'm specifically asking Spirit what it is that your person wants. Okay, what is it that this person that you Sagittarius have on your mind, what is it that they really want? This person seems to desire joy, but is that really what they're reaching for? You know, we can want things, but what is it that we are letting in? What is it that we give our energy to? What is it that we invest in? Sometimes it can be a very different thing. Okay, so that's what we're taking a look at. I always make the joke and say, I'd love to have abs. I'd love to have the perfect figure, but I love food more. So I'm not willing to make the sacrifices and the effort that is required to have that physique, to have the six-pack, to have the abs. So do I really want it? Yeah, but nothing in this life is going to fall into my lap, correct? Right, so that's what we're taking a look at, and anything else that Spirit wants to share with you, Sag, at this current time. All right, so if you're new, I am High Priestess Elif. I'm a medium, so I channel my messages. I don't sugarcoat, I give it to you as I receive it. These readings, these messages are general, so everything may not resonate. They are, however, to serve and not to hinder. Okay? You have your own guidance system. You have a whole team of non-physicals and you already know where you are on your journey. So trust your guidance system first and foremost. All right? the messages that I bring through are confirmation, validation, and to provide clarity and some guidance. But you already know deep down, and so I'm just here providing light, shedding light on what you already know. So I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition, take a few moments, a few deep breaths, welcome your guides and keepers into your space and thank them for their love and their guidance, and ask your guides to guide you through this reading, to help you to know what is for you and what is not. Okay, right, so let's get right into it. Okay, you've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east and west have their sacred flames burning. And I give thanks to my guides and keepers, your guides and keepers, for providing me with these messages, showing me what I need to know and see with clarity so that I can communicate it to you with love. All right, let's begin. What is it that you want, Sag? You want it all. I have that song playing in my head now. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. That's what Spirit says. You want it all. You want the sun. You want the golden sun. In every area of your life. That's the thing with the sun. It is abundance. And it is abundance in all its forms. It is abundance in every area of your life. The kind of abundance that is founded within you and then bleeds into, spills into, flows into every area of your life. You're not in a place where you're caught up, obsessed with, focused on one particular area in your life. You want the goodness that this life has to offer. If it's your work, you want to be able to tune into abundance in that area. So you're not just in your career hating what you do, but you're earning a really good salary, or loving what you do, but there's a shortage of financial abundance. You're not in a place where you're giving energy to any form of lack. So relationship, family, any dynamic, if you decide that you want to give energy to that or let a dynamic into your experience, it's got to exude and vibrate according to the highest level of abundance. So if it's love, then that person's heart chakra needs to be open. And your heart chakra, your intention is for your heart chakra to be open so that you can love fully without any restrictions, without any fear, without any reservations, so that you can give that person the fullness of your love, the fullness of the abundance that you have in the heart chakra. And that's what you expect in return. So if you're in a place, Sag, where you're dealing with someone that requires a fixer, they're not a match to what the energy you're putting out. There's a message here for some of you that's coming through, but it's blocked. There's a message here for some of you that someone wants to send, somebody wants to give or say something, and it's not just a one-line statement. There is an expression of some sorts here that is considered to be very, very personal, very intimate, very sacred, that this person is hesitant. Why are they hesitant? Because this person knows you, Sag, to be a no-nonsense, no bullshitter. You see through everything. And and them sending you this message is a ripping open of their chest, exposing themselves in the most profound way, and this person's never done that before, and this is why they're hesitant about this. Okay, what is it that your person wants, Sag? The person that my Sag has on their mind, what is it that they want? Right, your person, as I said, wants joy. And they feel that the way that they get to that, the way that they get to have that joy and celebration, is by wrestling the bear to the ground. There is a stronghold that this person feels is at the heart of what keeps them stuck. The polar bear represents a financial connection. So this could be a boss, right? But it could also be, some people work with their family. It could be someone in your person's life that they feel is you know, there is a financial connection. So either this person is oppressing them financially. Take it as it resonates. So it could be a scenario where they're separated, they're divorced from this person, but they need to financially support this person and their kids. And what this person demands is so much more than they feel they can manage. So there's that sense of, I've got this pie, and I've got to give you more than half of it, and that's the reason why this is what keeps me blocked. So that could be the mindset. That's not the case for everybody here, but I'm just wanting to paint a picture. It could be for some of you a workplace scenario, exactly what I spoke about earlier on, that Spirit was showing me. It's making sense now, where Spirit was showing me that you're in an energy where somebody can offer you the best, the most prestigious looking or feeling position, but if this person does not respect your energy, does not see your value and see what it is that you bring to the table, then that means there's going to be a lack of appreciation, a lack of respect. You won't take it. Or if it's not really something you're passionate about, it could be a great salary and a really prestigious position, but if your heart doesn't skip a beat at the idea of doing it, then you're not going to do it. It's got to be your purpose. It's got to be your calling. It's got to be in line with that. Your person's not in that position. Your person is in a position where they're making the choices that they're making based off of this dynamic here, in which they feel oppressed. So, and financially too, because the polar bear does represent money as well. But there is, this person basically is giving someone in a position of power in the workplace or in their lives that power, too much power. But they feel like this is what keeps them stuck. And so what your person really wants is to be free from this. Your person wants to be free from, I think that what Spirit is showing me is your person is going through a process of sifting and sorting, finding clarity in relation to their personal currency. Okay, your money is symbolic of your personal currency, and your personal currency is the value that you place upon yourself, the value that you believe others place upon you. Now, when you start to perceive aspects of yourself through the eyes of others, you're so far off the mark already. You're bound to fail. You have to perceive aspects of yourself from the relationship with you. That's where you want to start. What is the value that you place upon yourself? It is evident in how you behave. It is evident in the choices you make. It is evident in the promises you break to yourself. It is evident in the power and the energy you give other people, as opposed to the power and the energy you give to the investments you're making on a day-to-day basis. So that's the work that's the process your person's on right now. And so how does it manifest? It manifests in the area of money, in the area of career, which is most people do what they do for the money because we've got to live. But most importantly, because we want to enjoy our life experience here. We want to be able to obtain and have access to everything that we want. And we know that money is the way that we do that. So money is not evil and it is not the devil. However, it is not dependent on the type of position that we obtain in a particular kind of company or whatever, or kind of business that we open. It is only ever fueled by our relationship with ourselves, our personal currency, the currency we hold active in relation to ourselves. So think about it. Think about currency. When I talk about currency, I talk about money. There are some countries' money you can do a lot with a small amount, or what would be considered to be a small amount, So for example, $1 can do a lot more than R1. Okay. And if you're spending in energetic terms, in terms of who you are and how much you give, thousands of dollars for a very little bit, that means that your currency, okay, so when I say thousands of dollars, I mean worth of energy, or thousands of rands worth of energy for very, very little bit of value. That means your personal currency is very much devalued. You can't get much. You can't get much for your value. You understand? Because you don't believe you can, or because you've set a precedent. So you've got to elevate your personal currency, and that's what your person's got to do. And this is a process, and this is the process that this person is on. Okay, let's take a look. What else? The person wants to be free. You want abundance and value in every area of your life. You both want the same things, but do you see where you are on your journeys? You're in very different places. You're in a place where you already know. You've already built the foundation for abundance, holistic abundance in every area of your life. And your person is still on the journey, on the path of the journey, or the part of the journey where they're figuring out that somebody else holds no power or responsibility over their personal currency, that the value that they experience in the workplace and with regards to their money is only ever dependent on their personal currency, which is based on the relationship with themselves. They're still figuring that out. Their inner being and their guides and keepers are still gently guiding them from one path of least resistance to the other, so that they can learn this lesson. This person is still holding too much about their circumstances and the people around them responsible for their happiness. Your person's in a powerless place because of this. You're not in a powerless place. And so, to me, I don't even have to look at the rest of the cards or the rest of what Spirit says to know that things are not in balance here. I don't think this person's in your life, because our reality is based on the law of attraction. Like attracts like. And what is attractive to the both of you is that you both want the same thing. You both want to be free. You both want abundance. You both want to be free, to be happy, to embrace the joy and the satisfaction of love and life and money. But if you're on step 9, your person's on step 2. This doesn't have to be an issue in a connection. We can be in different places on a subject vibrationally. But if we identify with where we are as being our truth, if we identify with step 2 as this is my place, this is what I deserve, this is my truth, then I'm not even looking at step 3. I'm not even creating space to reach for the next step. I'm just digging myself deeper and deeper into step 2, which means that it's going to take me a while to realize that this is not a place to build a home. This is not home. This is just a step on my journey. And so from that perspective, you're not a match right now. Because if your person is in a place of identifying with their reality, and this reality, which is simply a part of their lesson right now, part of their growth, but they're overly identifying with it as their reality, then they're not a match to the abundance and the wealth and the freedom and empowerment that they're reaching for, which is where you are. So the two of you, there would not be a vibrational sameness for you to be together at this time, unless your person is actively seeking and reaching for guidance and for growth to get to step 3 in a place where they understand and respect that we are always growing, and that where we are right now is temporary. It's always temporary because we're ever expanding beings. Is your person in a place where they are holding that truth active? I don't think so right now. What else? What else is it that my Sag wants right now in relation to this person of theirs? Thank you, Spirit. You want the sun. The sun, the sun. I kid you not. Look at this. I've got 3 suns here, Sag. 3 suns. Oh, this is a nice energy. This is a big, exciting energy, Sag. I don't know what's happening with this person that you hold in your heart, that you have in mind. We're going to take a look at that. I can see that your person is wrestling with their beliefs, old, outdated beliefs and desires. They're in that place of wrestling with that right now, feeling very frustrated with this area in their life that they feel holds them in bondage. Maybe it is a distraction. Maybe your person does this thing where they get stuck in a cycle of contempt and resentment and conflict with particular areas in their life because they can deal with it there. And it's also a distraction from what really matters to them, but what they feel they're powerless to, which I feel is the situation with you. And even though Spirit is showing me that, independent of that, I just have to acknowledge the energy that's coming through for you here. Growth. You've got the sun. Everything is blooming around you. Everything is growing. And there are things that you have prayed for, or that you have been manifesting, that you have been hoping for, that you don't even know are coming together perfectly in the background, in its place, in the ideal and perfect place, until you're ready to close the gap and meet with it. And you'll see how perfect it is. If it's a house, it'll be as if the people who designed that house did it according to your exact requirements. As if the universe knew what you'd like to pay for a house and is surprising you and making it even more affordable, that sort of thing. Everything that you want, everything that you want is just a step away, a blink of the eye away. The universe sees you as worthy. The universe sees you as deserving. But more than that, you see yourself as deserving and worthy. You have finally come to a place where your relationship with yourself is more important than anything else. That no matter what happens, that you remain enough in your world in relation to you, that you make you and what's good for you a priority. And that's where you are now. You don't skip a beat anymore. It's like you're this big beautiful tree, and whenever there's notification that a storm is coming, most people focus on other things, trying to secure other things. They're so terrified. But you're at this place where you don't care what happens to those things, the material things that you can replace. You don't care what happens to those relationships that don't seem to appreciate you and walk. Not that you don't care, but you don't stop breathing. You still tend, you go and you tend to that tree because you know that tree is going to be there when everything else is gone. And even if the storm has blown it all the way over and it's fallen onto its side, it will continue to grow and burrow its roots into the ground and create space for you to be with it. That's how much you value the relationship with yourself right now. You finally get it. You realize that the other things that matter to you, they will come and go, and you don't want to control that. You can't control that. I just want to put my mic in because I realize I don't have it, and that might make a difference with the sound. So anyway, that's where you are now. You've realized through many experiences and through having to go back and forth with disappointment and heartbreak, that the relationship with yourself holds the most value in your experience here, and your capacity to be fully tuned into whatever this life is offering you, to make the most of whatever this life is offering you, to remain in love and light even when it seems like the world is falling apart around you, is based on your relationship with yourself. Being able to love and release those who have come into your experience, but now you have to let them go, or they've chosen to take a different path. Further honoring that connection long after it is a physical one. All of those things. You offer so much value, Sag, in every area of your life. You offer so much value to everything that you touch. I don't think you realize what's making its way into your experience. This is not just, this is massive abundance. This is riches beyond anything you've ever imagined. This is wealth in the area of relationship and love. This is wealth in the area of your work. In every area, it's just abundance, abundance, abundance. More than you can imagine. And I just see these things exploding into your experience, one after the other. where you have to sit down and take a moment to take in what's actually the magnitude of what's happening in your life. I see huge amounts of money coming into your experience. Abundance in the area of your passions and your dreams. This is an amazing energy. Okay, what else? Let's take a look at what else. What is it that your person really wants? So Spirit's already shown us that your person feels that if this oppressive situation, possibly in the workplace, where if this person or this power were just to acknowledge and realize how much value your person brings to the table, and to start respecting your person's opinions, that they could have great success, and so can your person. That your person will be happier if this person were just to be different, or this organization, or this power, whatever they've given power to here. I feel like it could be a female if it's a boss, or someone that they work with. They're giving this person way too much power. Okay. Why do they want this? What do they think this is going to solve? If this person were to suddenly decide that, oh, I need to be nicer to this person. You could be dealing with a fire sign, guys, because I do see Leo here. I do see, yeah. There's a lot of fire energy here before me. Okay. What do they think this will solve? Okay. So this person feels, your person feels that it'll solve things with you. Because right now things are not good with you. This is strange for me because why would this person feel that their issues with money would solve things with you? Or their issues with their career would solve things for you, with you, because you don't need anyone's money. I can see you're doing well. You're also not the kind of person, you're not looking for that in another person or in love. So what Spirit says to me is the reason why they feel this is they know this about you, but the reason why they feel that this will resolve things with you, and it is you because you're the Queen of Wands. Okay, Sag. So it is definitely you. There's no mistake about it. But the reason why they think this will solve things or resolve things with you is because they believe that what is at the heart of their incessant dissatisfaction with their life, with everything that happens around them, your person struggles to be satisfied. They know themselves to never be happy with anything. Not really. This is a curse. It is a curse. It's a horrible thing because it means that it doesn't matter how much goodness you build. It doesn't matter how much effort you make. It doesn't matter what comes into your experience. It's just never enough for you. Now, you and I can say, but why? Just make the choice that it's enough. Let it be enough. But when somebody has a strong momentum of dissatisfaction because they are critical, this person has gotten into the habit of being so critical. This started when they were much, much younger, where it didn't matter what they did, there was always a critical analysis of what they've done to point out how they could have done it better and should have done it better. And this has become your person's self-concept, has become their personal narrative, that they're in the habit of always devaluing what it is that's happening for them. So if they're having a great meal, they're enjoying it, it is delicious, it is just a feast, then there is that voice, there's that voice that has to come up and be like, but it's not healthy, you shouldn't really be having it, because it's not good for your body. Your body doesn't have the capacity to break down all these fats or whatever. They can't just stay in that moment of having the bliss in relation to what they're experiencing. They've always got to find that criticism. Your person, and the reason why that happens is because your person is so deeply disconnected from themselves. Your person never sees themselves as good enough. Anything that they do is good enough. And if you think about it this way, based on the law of attraction, we create our own reality. So everything that comes into your experience is what you've created and what you've manifested. And if you constantly devalue that, you're basically rejecting your own creation as not good enough. That is why your person, that's why I say it's a curse. Because what happens next is you calibrate more to the dissatisfaction, and you manifest more dissatisfying experiences, which means the goodness that's come into your experience, you reject it, you repel it, and you don't even know that you're doing it. You feel like you're just unlucky, that good things don't stay. But you don't see that you didn't actually focus, when that good thing was here in your experience, you were not focusing on how good that thing is and how good it feels and just enjoying it. You were focusing on aspects of the what is that you can criticize, that could be better and should be better. You pushed it away. That's what your person does, and I feel that that's what your person did with you. You were supposed to be a blessing in this person's experience, and your person has mastered the art of turning blessings into a curse. They've mastered the art of taking something that is supposed to be good for them and turning it into a nightmare for themselves. So let me give you an example. Something comes into your experience. For example, someone gives you a sports car. You know this to be a high value vehicle. It's parked outside of your house. It's yours. And instead of basking in the fact that you manifested this through pure appreciation, this person just felt love and appreciation for you, just felt you were deserving of this gift, that you get to have it without having to pay for it or without any issues. You just get to have fun with this vehicle. What you then start to do is to make yourself feel crap that someone just gave it to you, and that now they're going to think that, do they think it's because you can't afford it for yourself? And why could you not just afford this for yourself? Why did you have to get it from somebody else, as if you need handouts from other people? So the pride gets in the way. And then the other thing is, and now I've got to get insurance on it because it's parked outside of my house, and if there's one little scratch on it, then it's going to be a disaster. You know how petty this sounds? Exactly. That's what your person does. And then it's, and I can't sleep at night because I need to now I'm going to have to get a different house with a garage so that I know I can lock it up and it's safe. So now this gift becomes a burden. And your person's not sleeping well at night, and then they don't want to drive it because, and now it's just collecting dust. They don't want to drive it because they don't feel they'll be safe behind the wheel or responsible, or if something happens to it, it'll be what's supposed to be a gift and a blessing just becomes a burden. I've used the analogy of a vehicle, but your person did this in the relationship with you. It's called self-sabotage. And this is why your person thinks that if they're just in a better, happier place financially and in a better place with regards to work, if they're not feeling so oppressed and so desperately unhappy with their work and financial environment, that it will make a difference, because then they won't be so dissatisfied with everything. But the truth is that this person is never going to get to where they want to be based on what somebody else does. It's not about this other person. It's not about this person's personality or oppression towards them. It's not about what this person or this organization is doing to your person. Your person needs to change. The circumstances are not going to change, because even if the universe gives them completely different circumstances, it's still going to become oppressive and desperately unhappy, because because your person recreates that, because they are critical, they are self-critical, and because of the disconnection to themselves. So what this oppressive person or organization is offering your person is a gift. It's pushing them, it's pressuring them so hard that they can finally set themselves free. Not from people, not from circumstances, but from their own oppressive thoughts, thought patterns, opinions and perspectives. That's what's keeping them imprisoned. And that's what robs them and pushes away the value and the goodness that comes into their lives. What else? Okay, your person wants a new or brand new passionate beginning. They just want a new beginning. They want to feel better. They want to feel more connected to their life and to everything they're doing. It's blocked. Because until they realize that that's not something that's going to be given to them or that's going to happen to them, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter where they go or what they do. Your person wants to release this burden. For some of you, your person wants to release this burden. For some of you, Sag, this oppressive financial situation is in the form of perhaps a spouse. Not for all of you, that's not for all of you, but the 10 of swords is, sorry, not swords, 10 of wands can be symbolic of a marriage that is quite burdensome, that is oppressive, that is feels like a burden that they need to drop. But they're so intent on doing the right thing, so afraid to do the wrong thing, that they just carry this weight that they know they shouldn't be carrying around. For some of you, that is in relation to another, a third party, which could be a spouse, another long-term partner, or a career. A third party situation doesn't have to be a person. Strength. They want to come into their own strength. Your person is at war with themselves. This is a battle of wills and a battle of beliefs. It's just an internal slaughtering that's been taking place here. And your person wants to come to strength. But what a lot of people don't realize is with the strength card, and this is the Leo. So that's what I'm saying. I've got Leo popping up here twice. I've got a lot of fire energy coming through. And it could be a fire sign. Could also be a Capricorn for some of you. But this strength card, a lot of people see this would consider this lion to be separate from the queen. Okay, because they stand side by side, and you see how she's prying the lion's mouth open. She's doing so effortlessly and gently. Now, most of us, when we meet our shadow self, when we have to do shadow work, we we want to wrestle this lion because we're afraid of it. We want to wrestle it because we think it's a beast and it's going to destroy and kill us. But your shadows are another part, another side of the coin that is you. It is you. It is a valuable, powerful, dynamic part of who you are. But as long as you demonize, monstricize, ostracize these shadows, these inner demons or beasts, your fear will always hinder you from seeing the beauty and the value of who they are. These aspects of who you are so valuable, so precious, so beautiful. And coming into your divine power, divine feminine power, is about embracing your strength, your love, and your tenderness, and then willing this lion, this inner lion of yours, this inner beast of yours, to open their mouth and reveal to you what it is that they really want, and to reveal to you how it is they really serve you, and to reveal to you their value. Until you start tuning to your divine feminine energy, male or female, and realize that there is a beautiful, loving, unconditional dance that we do with these different aspects of ourselves, you cannot come into strength. This beast will destroy you with good measure, because your shadows know that that which keeps you, holds you apart from embracing your strength and calling it demons and calling it darkness and calling it bad, is your ego. And that's so the ego needs to be destroyed. So when you feel that your characteristics, these parts of you, are destroying your life, they just doing what needs to happen for the ego to be broken down, so that maybe you can see everything through the heart chakra, even if it's just for a moment. This is where your person is. They want strength, but the truth is they're grieving so much in their life, so much loss, so much regret. So much loss, so much regret. So much loss and regret and sadness. And their circumstances are to blame. But your person knows that deep down they are to blame. Your person thinks that if they knew how to cut out a part of themselves that is self-sabotaging, self-destructive, harmful, that they would. So they feel like since they can't, they've got to live with it, and they hate it and they loathe it, and there's contempt for it. Can you imagine? Choose your least favorite part of your body. Can you imagine hating it so much that you wish you could cut it off? That's a very, very sad, painful, uncomfortable way to live. This whole experience has put your person in a timeout. They're in a hangman position because two truths are active for your person right now. Two truths. There's nothing I can do about it. This is just who I am. This is just the way that it is. I'm cursed. And I just need to accept it and not want. If I don't desire, then I won't get hurt. I'm sorry to say, and if you're a cross watcher and this resonates for you as the other person to your Sag, I'm sorry to say, but you can never snuff out your desires. Your desires are connected to your soul callings, connected to what your soul knows is possible. To your inner being, there are no limitations. The limitations you create in your mind are an illusion. Your inner being does not even recognize or see that. Your inner being is connected to why you came here, and you get to have everything that your heart desires. Your desires are the truest, realest thing about who you are. You can never snuff it out. Your only option is to replace your beliefs with allow your beliefs to adapt to accommodate your desires. Otherwise, you're going to tear yourself apart internally. And that's what's happening, Sag, with your person. Depression, Page of Wands energy. Maybe your person feels that the best way to get over you is to be distracted by somebody else. Maybe your person is considering just having casual one-night stands. Maybe your person could feel that the best way to get over you is to get lost in an addictive behavior or habit. I think for some of you, your person's addiction is work, is just having a whole lot of problems to solve at work. And oh my God. Where does this go? Where does this go in relation to my Sag? Where does this go in relation to my Sag? Higher form of commitment, justice, and temperance. Okay, this is all good. This is all good. Sag, I don't know if you still want this person in your life. I don't know if you're still hoping that this connection works out. You'll all be in different places. But whatever happens here is going to happen. To bring the highest form of justice for you and your person. To bring clarity of the mind through patience. And it's probably not going to happen overnight. But there will be a higher level of commitment. Firstly, your person has to reach a higher level of commitment with themselves, and then they will be able to offer that to you, offer you honesty, offer you justice. I don't think this person treated you fairly. Whatever happened here, this person didn't treat you fairly, and this person is a mess in relation to themselves. Their relationship with themselves is the complete opposite to the relationship you have with yourself. There's no way that if this reading resonates for you, you guys are not together right now. This person did not treat you fairly. They might have had the intention to offer you the world, everything that this person could, but your person just didn't. This is what happened. Your person, the Three of Wands is when everything that you've asked for, your wish fulfillment, is manifested and comes towards you, right? You're ready to let it in. It's in the upside down, okay, which lets me know that someone here was not ready to let it in. Their wish fulfillment, and as a result, there was a deep, deep betrayal. You wanted to manifest your wish fulfillment with this person, and what they gave you was this 10 swords in your back. This person left you, abandoned you, left you feeling completely betrayed with 10 swords in your back, overkill. This person did not have to treat you and do you the way that they did. There was no kindness, no consideration, no empathy. You were already on the battlefield, and they added 10 swords to your back. I don't see Sag. I don't see Sag going back from this, unless somebody comes to them with this kind of energy, which is what Spirit shows they're headed towards. But will it be in time, or will it be too late? This is the kind of energy that your person's inner being is guiding them towards. This is the energy that this person needs to come to you with for you to even consider them. Because after what this person did to you, I don't see you giving them another chance, even if you really want to. Saggies just don't play like that. You put 10 swords in my back. As far as you're concerned, those swords stay there. I will carry them, I'll bear them in memory of who you are. That's all you'll ever be to me. We don't forget. Because when I give you the best of me and you give me 10 swords, I can love you and I can see your value. But I know this is how you see me. How do I trust? How do I trust? I just cannot put myself in a position. This is painful. So if your person does want to come, make their way towards you at some point, this is the kind of energy they want to come with. A higher level of commitment to themselves and offering you a higher level of commitment, which is, what is a higher level of commitment? It's not just words, it's actions. It's I'm going to be by your side whether it is easy or not, and I'm going to make the most of it. Your person's not in that energy now. Your person takes things that are comfortable and makes it uncomfortable for themselves. This person's got a long journey to get here, but Spirit shows that this is where they're heading. Where you know that no matter what, this person's going to be solid for you. Justice, no matter what, this person's going to treat you with just love, with honesty. They're going to be balanced in the relationship and bring only goodness and the right things. And that there's temperance. They're going to come through with clarity of mind, clarity of emotions, with patience. So that's a nice energy. And as I say, if this person wants to come towards you, it's got to be with this kind of energy. I just don't see you even giving them consideration otherwise. But honestly, I don't know if it's going to be in time. This is a karmic. This is a not negative karmic, but you guys have this endless loop of lifetimes together. This is a deep connection. I just see you guys in such different places energetically that I don't know if this gap is going to be closed in time for you to even want to consider it, or if it's going to be too late. I feel really, really sorry for your person. It's not an easy place to be, but it is a choice. Whether they know it or not, or are willing to acknowledge it and accept it or not, it's a choice. And I feel even more compassion. I feel your pain, Sag, because none of this makes sense. And this person, you would not have expected it from, really did you wrong. And the sad thing is, everything they're doing to themselves. It wasn't even about you. This person is so self-centered that I think now they're starting to grasp. They know that what they did was, but everything that this person of yours focuses on, they take it inward. If it's a negative, even if it's a sword, they take it inward. It's hard to describe how this person thinks, but if this is your story, you will get what I'm saying. It'll resonate with you. And you did not deserve this, Sag, but you did on a soul level, because this is a soulmate relationship where there is karmic to be balanced in this lifetime that you've agreed to, and you did choose to take this hit. You've gained a lot from this connection as well, but you took a big hit here, and you signed up for this because you love this person and because of how it would benefit their growth. And as a result, because of your bravery, you've benefited, you've grown in ways that you could not even have imagined. And that's who you are, Sag. You're a giver. You're willing to take so much so that other people can be comfortable, and that's your lucky charm. I want to rephrase it. I don't mean that you self-sacrifice for other people, but you're willing to do the uncomfortable, challenging things because you can see the bigger picture of value. That's your lucky charm. That's why you are so incredibly blessed, because you create space for other people's growth and blessing, and you benefit as a result because you're brave. I'm sorry that I cannot give you a definite outcome for this connection in this reading. I don't think that's what's meant to happen today. But thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you're interested in a personal, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. Whatever you choose to do what is best for you. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Love and light. Bye now.